Chris and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah. I don't want to be alone. Another day is gone, but the blank's still on. I got a new flavor of cut water.
Vodka Cosmopolitan. Is it good?
I'm drunk.
Okay. That's all that matters, I guess.
So long as it does the job, really.
Yeah.
Really think about it.
I'd say so.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
It was good. I got my taxes done. Nice. Screw you, government.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Please don't sue me. Please don't make me. Yeah, no. Got my taxes done. Did some family stuff. You know, the weather's getting nicer, which is nice. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Nice.
Yeah. How was yours?
I was in the hospital.
You were in the hospital.
Young world,
Wow.
welcome back. We're back.
Crazy.
I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
'Tis the blank with Carlos and Ryan. Welcome to another week, another edition, another episode of the blank with Carlos and Ryan. We got a great show for you today. We missed a week
Due to somebody.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take the blame. I'll take the fault if you
Due to somebody. I'll let you guys determine who that was.
Yeah.
I was ready.
Okay.
I was ready.
Yeah.
I set up and everything.
Yeah. All right. Okay, look.
I actually recorded.
Plans were made and decisions were made as well. And we're not going to knock, but I hope. I know you're mad. You're probably upset that you missed a week, but I hope you understand. And, we want to give 110% to the blank, and I want to give 110% to the blank. So if you miss a week off, we hope to give the next episode the best. So on that note, you know what? You have to own it. I feel whenever you make a mistake, you have to own up to it because you'll feel better about it. Am I right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. So that being said,
responsibility.
I think the marketing director owes us an apology for making us miss the episode last week.
Crazy.
So
crazy.
Whenever she gets here, we'll make her apologize. And because it's all her fault.
Crazy.
All her fault. But let's move on. Anyways. Yeah. Vodka Cosmopolitan.
Carl's already drunk.
Yeah, a little bit. A little.
We're actually recording this at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday morning. Cause
I was supposed to be at work right now. I don't care. But you want to know why? Because I wanna record the blank.
Crazy.
So, I don't care.
Crazy.
But yeah, I went to the hospital last week.
Why is that?
I had a slip disc.
Slip disc?
Yeah.
What does that contain?
Basically, I was stuck on my couch and couldn't get up.
Wow.
And I was messaging my brother, like, "Hey, I can't get up from the couch." And he's like, "What do we do?" I'm like, "I don't know. Help me get up." And he tried, and he couldn't because my back was.
His brother's a strong dude.
Yes,
his brother's a very, very.
He's a very dude. Healthy, active, human being.
Yep.
And he couldn't help. I'm
crazy.
Like, should we call 911? I'm like, no, that's an emergency. This is not an emergency. It's like, I just want to get up. So he's like, all right, let me figure this out. So So we called the general line. They sent over, and they're like, we're gonna send an ambulance over. I'm like, okay,
Crazy.
cool. And I'm like, did you tell them I'm a big dude? And like, I'm hoping that, the ambulance or the paramedics are going to be bigger. He looks at me with a blank stare. I'm like, oh, God in heaven. And he's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. They're going to send
part
extra
of
like
the
that.
training.
Yeah.
Part of the training.
And we hear the door knocking. And then walks in these small-ass two Asian chicks. And I'm like, oh, dear God.
Wow.
I'm going to be stuck on this couch forever.
Wow.
But no, they gave me some medication and they helped me up. I went on the hospital bed. And also, fuck the North York roads, okay? Because I swear to God, those roads were insanely awful, all right? The amount of times I had a back injury, and the amount of times that my fucking ambulance bumped up and down was insane. Okay?
Blame Dougie for it.
Oh, my God. Get to work on that. Because if I wasn't on medication, that would have been the most painful thing I've gone through in a minute.
Thanks, Doug.
Oh, my God. Anyways, moving on. I arrive at the hospital. Doc says, just get some physio done. It doesn't seem to be too serious, but everything's okay. Just keep on taking medication and you're good. I'm like, all right.
So what kind of pills you got?
No, just like Tylenol and Advil.
You sure?
Yeah, that's it.
Sure about that?
That's it.
Sure about all that?
Yeah.
Damn.
I haven't taken it in a few days since the
Damn.
alcohol, because he said no alcohol or weed on the medication. But I'm not on medication.
I think weed would help. Weed would help.
I would have thought so too, but he's the doc's orders.
Okay.
So
You're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm good. It was like I was like crooked. I was like Quasimodo walking for
Crazy.
like a whole weekend.
Crazy.
Pretty nuts, man.
That's rough, man.
Yeah, I was.
I'm glad you're okay.
I'm good. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing severe. But yeah, that was my weekend in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
It was
It's
rough.
just a sign that we're getting older and you got to take care of your body a little bit more.
Oh man, wow.
Like I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day, and he was saying that him on the weekend, he was having like sore, like lower back issues, and he doesn't exercise at all.
Damn.
Doesn't do any activities. Sits at his desk for 9 hours a day.
Damn.
And then on the weekend, will maybe take his dog on a walk. Like that's like the most activity that he gets. So then he goes to the doctor because he's getting lower back pain. And the doctor's like, so for all of our audio listeners, you probably won't be able to see this, but for our video listeners, if you can imagine a healthy person, they're at like the top of the pyramid.
Yeah.
And then if you imagine like a middle person or like a regular health, like a normal person, like they're not the most exercise, but they get some exercise. They have regular vitamin D and B12 levels, and that's supposedly the two things from a vitamin perspective that really helps with like bones and like your back and like muscles and stuff like that make you feel like normal. And he was like, then there's like the bottom people at the bottom of the pyramid that like have very, very low levels of vitamin D and B12.
Yeah.
And he's like, where you are on this pyramid? And he's like, yeah, like let me know. Like I need to fix myself, doc. Don't leave me hanging here.
Yeah.
And he goes, you're actually at the bottom, like below the pyramid. Like you're not even on the pyramid.
Shit.
So he's like, your levels are so low to the point where like your body is fiending for those vitamins.
Jesus.
Otherwise you're gonna keep getting back. So then he like went out, bought a bunch of supplements.
Yeah.
And then now he's doing rowing. I think he said he tries to do it like 1 hour a day. So just things like that, man. And he's only in his late 30s.
Good Lord.
He's like 38 or something like that. So it's kind of like now that we're getting older and like not to get too morbid, because there's probably some people, wink, wink, that are listening to this podcast that are older than Carlos and I.
What the fuck was that? What the hell is even? That was crazy.
But in this case,
oh my God.
in this case, it is interesting. So it's like, you gotta take care of yourself. That's like the main thing. Get some exercise. Get some vitamins in you. Vitamin D. And B12. Just saying. So, Carlos, maybe that's what you need. That's what you need. Did he give you any, like, recommendations for, like, your, like, anything? Or is he just, like, just take Advil and...
yeah, Advil and physio. That's it.
That's it.
Like, I've been taking vitamins, like vitamin D specifically, because my doctor previously told me that was low before. But other than that, yeah.
So are you going to start going to physio?
Yeah, I've been going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he just gave me some exercises to do, and I'm doing that now.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Other than that, yeah. And mind you, I was like in the process of like getting back to healthy too. Like I've been going to the gym more often, and then this happened, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what the sign is?
Oh God.
Buy a bike.
I don't think that's it.
I think it is, man.
Yeah, no. If that's the case, I'll probably be like, Doc, pull the plug.
There's only a few sports that old people do. No, well, pickleball is up there now because I feel like a lot of old people are playing pickleball for some reason.
Yeah.
But there's cycling and golf.
Right.
I find that older people happen to do.
And you know what? What kind of older
people?
Play golf? They're both white, right? They're both very Caucasian.
Well, it's funny because I was actually on YouTube during lunch and like random cycling video came up because I watch a lot of cycling stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's this guy. Mm-hmm. He's like in his early 30s. And he's like, I want to pick up cycling. So then he like posts his whole adventure of like learning how to cycle. And he's only like 2 months in. But he's already done like over 1,000 kilometers because he's cycling every other day. He met a whole bunch of different people. And then he's in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
So with him being in Atlanta, Georgia, there's predominantly black people within Atlanta, Georgia. Sure. And he's like, yeah, I didn't think that there's going to be a lot of cyclists, but Atlanta, Georgia has a huge cycling community, and it's predominantly black. Yeah. There's a lot of black people that do it. So I'm just saying. Okay. You could be one of them.
No, to be fair, I'm going to end this argument right here because all those predominantly black people all work at Magic City. All right. They need to keep fit and active in order to work at the strip club.
Crazy.
So that's all I'm going to say there. All right.
Absolutely wild.
And that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. And keep it at that. But your boy's healthy. Your boy's fine. You know, I'm just getting there. Like there's a bit of pain here and there, but it's not as severe as it was previously. So all is well. All is well.
Health is no joke, people.
Yeah.
Health is no joke. Before, it was like we were living like you're invincible. You know what I mean?
But clearly, time will tell you
man.
You're not.
Takes it out of you. So,
Mother Nature and Father Time, they come together.
And then death come for you.
Yeah, and that is?
Yeah. The Reaper.
The Reaper.
Yeah. That weed strain.
Do you want to say hi to the children, Ryan?
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Oh, my God.
Happy Friday if you happen to be listening on the Friday, and happy weekend if you happen to be listening on the weekend. I know we're a little bit deep into the episode already, but I just wanted to say thank you very much for joining in today. Carlos and I definitely do appreciate it. As you can see, it's very, very sunny. Well, not for audio listeners, but the weather's coming nice. You know, summer's coming here. It's actually May 1st, this Friday, which is absolutely nuts to think how quickly this year already passed by. But, you know, yet again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much for listening in today.
Thank you.
And we're with you. Enjoy the show today.
Indeed. All right. Let's talk about JP Morgan. Let's get this out the way.
That's hot, man.
Is it?
No, I'm just kidding.
It's kind of messed up.
We need a men's Me Too movement.
Shit. All I'm saying, but I don't want a bunch of people calling us, pansies because we're protesting this. So backstory is, what does she do? She works for the head.
I think she's like an executive or something.
She's up there. She's
up there.
Much up there.
And for those who don't maybe listening, our South Korean listener, JP Morgan's a very big bank, financial institution in North America.
So the headline reads, a JP Morgan executive is being sued by a junior employee alleging sexual abuse, drugging, and career threats, including telling him, if you don't beat me soon, I'm going to ruin you.
Wild.
Yeah. So again, homeboy apparently removed her shirt, began fondling her breastises, and racially insulted She racially insulted that dude's wife, remarking, "I bet your little Asian fish head wife doesn't have these cannons."
Wow.
Homeboy claims that she then forcibly removed his pants, performed fellatio on him against his will. He continued to protest and began to cry, according to the lawsuit. Homeboy allegedly admonished him for crying. Sorry. The girl allegedly admonished him for crying and scolded him for failing to achieve an erection. And you can, that's basically
Crazy.
the gist.
Crazy. So what are your thoughts?
Obviously it's wrong. You're using your power to, you're taking advantage of an employee who's clearly hasn't had that much of experience in the company, and taking advantage of him with your power by degrading him, insulting his wife, and just sexually assaulting someone. Like, it's not okay. Like, if this was a dude doing this to a girl, this story would blow out of proportion. But I feel like, considering that people are looking at this story, and she's not a bad looking woman, and I think that's why it's not this story is not that too much of a big deal. But I feel like we're considering, after all the Me Too shit, like, we shouldn't be still holding up to this double standard of, like, men shouldn't be doing this to women, but it's okay for women to do this to men. You know what I mean? It's still wrong. She's still an executive that's very much abusing her power.
Agreed.
By taking advantage of this poor guy. So it's not okay. It's demeaning as hell, and I hope she gets tear gassed.
Wow. No, I agree. I think Carl said it extremely well. I think that, there's going to be power dynamics and people being hurt in these situations, and no one should ever be put into this position by any means. Like, it's kind of messed up because, like, now it's going to be this huge joke on the internet now. And, like, there's going to be so many memes. So many memes, so many people making fun of him, making fun of her. But it's one of those situations where it's like, no, man, like, this shit shouldn't exist. You know what I mean? It shouldn't happen, kind of thing. But yeah, no, I hope she resigns. I hope she gets fired from JP Morgan.
She should be jailed.
Or whatever it may be. And then, yeah, like, literally jailed, because that's technically rape in a certain sense. You know what I mean? So
it's blackmail, rape. Look at what she says here. According to what he's saying, she said, according to what he's saying, she said, "Stop effing crying. You think anyone would ever believe you? You're an effing douchebag who thinks he's hot shit. But you can't even get your beep hard for me. What the beep is this?"
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like, the guy's married.
Yeah.
Even if he wasn't
married,
I mean, if he's not attracted to you and he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. Like, if he's all for it, then okay.
Then yeah, sure.
Oh yeah,
do
what you need to do.
Down to get degraded, but at the end of the day, he didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
What do we, like? I'm reading comments about people being like, "Oh, pass me the controller, bro. You ain't doing it right." Oh, let me. Like, she clearly wants to be the one in power. No man wants to be degraded.
I do. But
all right, let's move on to the next topic before we get ourselves extra canceled. This guy out here. Oh my God in heaven.
Speak for yourself.
Jesus. By the way, apparently the JP Morgan application box is skyrocketing since this is in it. Which is crazy.
Like, shit like that. Like, it's so bad. It's funny. Yeah. I'm not gonna deny that it's not funny, but
is quite funny.
It's bad that we laugh at shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
God,
because
man.
It's like it's because you see her as a woman, you don't see her as a threat. I mean, at the end of the day, she's a human being and she has power.
It's just like from the internet's perspective, or for the people that are making jokes, like, it's just a lack of empathy for the situation that's going on.
Like, I did not want to do it.
Yeah, like, it's messed up. Like, that guy is literally going to be probably traumatized for the rest of his life, because of this.
Not understand it. Yeah, because he's a man. And she's a woman.
Exactly.
It sucks.
Like, it's terrible.
Ugh.
Minimizing the aspect of it, but
Absolutely.
yeah.
Here's the hope, and everything works out for the homeboy. I hope you take J.P. Morgan for everything they got.
Legit.
And
I hope he sues.
Yeah, let's.
Did he sue?
I think he's pressing charges against her. I don't know if he's suing
Oh,
the
he should
company.
definitely sue.
I think so as well.
It's like I know like some people are gonna have their own like thought process on that, but J.P. Morgan has to do some sort of a job internally or an investigation internally to see how they didn't notice stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like, I know affairs are pretty easy to hide nowadays. Like, there's a lot of things like that, and like I wouldn't even call this an affair, but it's like there's some grimy stuff that happens behind closed doors in big corporations, and it's like companies need to do better jobs of being able to kind of investigate this kind of stuff and make sure that it's not happening. Yet again, it's so hard to do that. It's so hard to police that from a corporation's perspective, but it like it happens all the time, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like, I've heard multiple different stories. I work in a predominantly, in my career path and like my industry, there's a lot of women that I speak to on a day-to-day basis. And I've heard crazy stories, man, where like lawyers are like literally doing the most, you know what I mean? Like,
said that. I'm like, yeah, no, lawyers are
like stuff like that. It's like some
human
absolutely
beings.
crazy shit. And
Yeah.
like these guys are all married,
Yeah.
like this and that.
Yeah.
Some, I'm sure there's probably even like women lawyers that are in that same position as well. Like, I'm not just gonna sit there and try to blame guys in this case. Like, there's probably bad women that are doing this too, exactly in this story, right? But it's like, it's just this whole like power dynamic aspect that needs to be investigated, and it needs to be treated in a certain sense. And like, yet again, it's never gonna be perfect because things can be hidden, but I hope that person takes JP Morgan for all it's worth at the same time. So, God.
Speaking of men versus women, did you hear about the Megan the Stallion and Klay Thompson breakup?
So, I thought they were engaged.
No,
They were just broken up.
Dating.
Oh, they're just dating. Oh, okay.
Yeah. They were dating for like 2 years now.
That's crazy, man.
And
So what happened?
he cheated.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He cheated.
Damn.
Well, yeah, damn indeed. Damn. Here's the thing. I'm not defending his actions. Obviously, cheating is never the answer. It's never okay. My thing is, if homeboy has a history of cheating, history repeats itself.
Does he have a history? I didn't know that.
He has a history of cheating.
Okay.
I believe this is like his third relationship.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. He is, but also, you know what? Before I talk about this relationship, there's a specific podcaster out there in England who said these specific comments, and I couldn't believe what she said. She said the world did not know Klay Thompson before he dated Megan the Stallion, and I said, "Bitch."
That's crazy take, yeah.
Bitch.
That's crazy take.
Let's get one thing straight. Before he dated Megan Thee Stallion, Klay Thompson was a 4-time NBA champion. Klay Thompson is a gold medal Olympian. Klay Thompson is one of the greatest 3-point shooters in NBA history. Klay Thompson did not need Megan Thee Stallion to increase his rep. Klay Thompson was fine before Megan Thee Stallion. Who the fuck doesn't know who Klay Thompson is? Even if you don't know him by his name, you could look a picture. He's like, oh, I know him. I've seen him in the NBA. He played for one of the greatest sports teams in history. And he was not just like he was a crucial part of that team. So, miss me with all that shit. That is a dumbass take. And it goes to show you that some people should not be podcasting. Like, what do you do? Like, what? Come on. Anyways, moving on.
That's a bad take.
Now, back to this whole thing. My beef in this scenario is, regardless of what situation, whatever the reason why you broke up, Megan the Stallion. This goddamn Cutwater.
Wow. Wow.
Megan the Stallion should not have made it everyone's business to expose Klay for cheating. Because that just opens up people to jump in with their 2 cents, and now every time she's gonna do interviews, it's gonna be about this breakup, and then there's gonna be a point where she's gonna get sick of it and be like, "Oh, I don't want to talk about that." No, you do want to talk about it because you made it everyone's business when you exposed him for that. Some things should be kept private. If you break up, move on. That's nobody's business. Talk to your friends about it. But now you expose him. She basically exposed the dude via Instagram by posting a story. And it's like, what do you? Is nothing private anymore?
Yeah, I can understand that.
You know?
I think like that's like the reality or the nature of like today's society, and like I am fully backing the statement that social media is the worst thing that's ever happened to humanity.
Right.
I will back that all day, every day.
Right.
But that's just like the creation and like the result of individuals sharing and oversharing their world. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. I don't necessarily see anything wrong with her posting it. Like, I don't like it in general, but it's kind of like that's just that's like the automatic like thought process from a lot of people now. It's kind of like, oh, let's just, you know, ruin somebody's life or like bring this person down. And yet again, we're not trying to defend Klay from his actions by any means, but I don't even really blame Megan herself. I blame social media and the way that it's sort of like brought people to do shit like this, where it's like we need to like expose our lives. Like, for example, if like everyone knows who's listening that me and the marketing director are married, but if we ever got like divorced, then it's like, do I come on the podcast and just start like, you know, like exposing our life? It's like, no, we don't do that kind of thing. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do that.
You're seeking attention.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But it's kind of like there are people that do that, and that's kind of the premise of social media. It is to share your day, your thought process, you know, like other people's stuff, get that dopamine hit kind of thing. Like, I'm sure all the comments that she got, like, of supporting people, which is nice, but it probably helps her in some sort of way, like that dopamine hit.
It's ego. That's all it is. It's like, why is it that you have to go ahead and then tell people about this situation? It's because she wants the attention. It's like, oh, I need people to feel sorry for me because I want to look like the good guy in this situation.
Well, she didn't do anything wrong.
She didn't.
Yeah.
But
so like,
but my thing is, again, like I said, like cheating is wrong. Obviously, it's not a good thing. But why is it that that's a private situation between you and Klay? I get you're upset. You have every right to be. Let's be clear. I'm not blaming Megan for anything regarding this relationship. Yeah. But my thing is, why is it that she had to go on social media to blast the guy? Because now I have to feel bad for her because. Not because of the cheating part, but like this is not going to end well for her because she's going to get all this attention now. She's going to get not just the support, but she's also going to be open to people, you know, jumping in and like being all in her business. Like, oh, what did you do? Like, how did you find out? And now, like, why do you don't want that attention? You don't.
Well, I think that they do. That's what celebrities do. Like Carlos, if you think about all of the like dramatic magazines, like of like Teen Pops and like Us Weekly, all that kind of stuff. You're telling me that celebrities don't do this stuff to gain attention? It's kind of like the whole any attention is good attention. That's the aspect of this. So it's like I can't like Megan gets to put herself in front of interviews, cameras, you know, podcasts, or however she happens to approach these next couple of steps because she's going to get attention. And like, that's what they want. You know what I mean? Like if she comes out with a new song about like Klay cheating or like just cheating men in general, that thing's probably going to go it's probably going to go huge. And like, maybe that's the setup. And it's like anything to put money in your pocket. That's just like the celebrity game kind of thing. It's like any attention is good attention. So like, I don't see anything wrong with what happened, but I do agree that people need to stop sharing shit on social media. Like, that's what I can agree with. I don't like that she did it, but I also don't agree with fucking Klay cheating. So it's kind of like fucking, you know what I mean? No one's like, Megan's in the right here, and she can do whatever the hell she wants from that perspective. Like, it's just
her choice. She can do whatever you want. I just didn't think it was a good move to blast the guy on the social media.
Yeah, the thing about it is NBA players are known, or like any famous athlete are kind of known for that kind of stuff, and we're not giving them excuses by any means. Like there is the whole guy from Brampton, Thompson.
Oh, Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson before, and we've even being in Toronto, like we've heard inklings of stuff like from other NBA players that I've heard of. You know what I mean?
Because these are rumors.
They're rumors.
There have been names,
but I have heard some stuff, so it's kind of like, it's just one of those things. But it's like, yet again, we shouldn't be desensitized to it because we think like, oh, like you should know better. Like that's the victim blaming aspect about society that we shouldn't be doing.
Yes.
It's like Klay's a piece of shit, and Megan just reacted in a way that we don't agree with, and like that's pretty much the way that I would look at it. Yeah.
So overall, I don't know about your take, but in my opinion, some people's kids for both involved. Klay for cheating, and Meg for blasting.
Yeah, I don't give it to Meg. I think Meg's fine. I will give it to Klay Thompson for cheating.
Fair.
So,
all right. Well, we're gonna watch a video. I don't know which one yet. I'm too honest at this point. My butt is itchy.
Wow. We'll be back, y'all.
All right.
And we're back. So
it's my first time trying Gin Collins. Gin, lemon juice, and natural flavors.
Yeah, gin and lemon juice. Gin Collins. Tom Collins? Is that the regular? There's a drink called the Tom Collins. I think it's that, but maybe vodka or maybe whiskey or something. But I think it's lemon juice is like the... It's kind of like a martini, just instead of vermouth.
Oh. This is okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm waiting for the Long Island to arrive.
You still haven't brought it in yet, huh?
No.
You should write them a letter.
Hey, dear Cutwater, bitch. Imagine. I am in no capacity to be threatening Cutwater.
Crazy.
They've been.
We just lost our sponsorship.
Yeah, and that's it. We lost it. I'll still drink your drinks though. All right. Video of the week. We were supposed to talk about this like 2 weeks ago, but you know what? We're going to talk about it now, damn it. Because this story is very fascinating to me. And it's Canadian.
Yes.
Homegrown.
Yeah. Right in our own backyard.
Yep. You know what? Let's let the people watch it and figure it out for themselves.
Okay. Let's start it. Very, very interesting.
I'm 6'2", 248 pounds, combat ready.
That's Jason.
6'2", 12, what'd he say?
240 pounds.
240 pounds. That's a big dude,
and he
man.
said combat ready.
That was a big dude, man.
I think that's my new dating profile opener.
Looking like Goldberg.
In Washington, preparing for a mixed martial arts fight in BC back in 2018. That's when a woman we're calling Sarah met him at a gym.
He walked up to me while I was training to compliment me.
You hit it off?
Yeah, we kind of hit it off.
More than hit it off. Washington proposed in just a week. He and the single mom.
So, just want to make sure we stop there real quick. So, for anyone who didn't hear that, he proposed to her in a week.
After a week.
After a week.
Know her for a week.
After a week. So, you're at the gym.
Yeah.
Fly girl comes up to you.
Pumping iron. I'm
you're
deep in the set.
Deep in the set.
Yeah.
Girl comes over. He goes, "Man, Carlos, you look good."
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, "How do you know my name?"
Yeah. That's probably my first question.
And then
Who
a week later,
who sent you?
And then a week later, she proposes.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm like, get your ass up. What are you doing? What are you doing?
But she looks good.
You have some goddamn self-respect.
But she looks good.
And that's fine, but you ain't looking that good with the way you proposing.
Crazy.
I'll be like, get your ass up.
Crazy.
What is wrong with you?
Crazy.
Man, if we weren't in public, get your ass up. You know what?
Crazy.
You know,
Crazy.
I ain't dumping her, but I'm going to look at her different.
Wild.
You know? Because proposing after a week?
A week.
A week.
A week.
I haven't even lived with this woman yet.
Never mind.
think
You
the
probably
picture
haven't.
replaced it, probably.
Never mind. You probably haven't like hung out
Yeah,
a week.
a week.
Wild.
And you said, and the woman said yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy.
exactly.
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Huh. Let's continue.
Were married 8 months later in a simple ceremony in Surrey, BC.
He told me that he was a Marine. You know, here was this big, strong man that I felt could be a husband and a father and a good role model to my.
See, like, I think this is another thing with, like, love at first sight kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, relationships take
Do you
work,
think
man.
that exists?
No, definitely not.
Right.
Hell no.
Right.
Like, relationships take work. It takes sacrifice. It takes, communication,
Yes.
all that kind of stuff. I can understand how people fall into it. I think that it's been kind of ingrained in like human beings for a very, very long time. And I think it's also been brought up in media and like the way that we see things and movies and that kind of stuff. The stuff that like especially North Americans surround ourselves with like all these like fairy tales. I think it's very, very easy for people to kind of fall into that aspect. But like when somebody comes up to you and proposes to you in the first week and then you think or you're convinced that it's like, oh, I love at first sight. Like you gotta take a look in the mirror too. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. Yet again, we're talking about the Klay Thompson and Meg the Stallion kind of thing, but it's like these are the weird aspects about like life. But it's like I can understand why, but I don't agree with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
you're delusional as hell if you think that it's gonna be happy ending. Like you have
crazy,
a lot of
man.
work to do.
Crazy.
A lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And I think after this video, we're going to explain why she should have done her research. And I think this is the moral of the story is
Google everyone you date.
Absolutely. All right, let's continue on.
Son, but that's not the case, unfortunately.
She alleges he was violent with her 10-year-old son. Court records show he served a day in jail for assault about a year later. She fled.
Crazy.
He still tried calling me after I came back. Then I changed my number, and then it stopped.
The pair never divorced. This marriage certificate is technically still valid. Then she found out it wasn't the only one. A social media page called Are We Dating the Same Guy featured a picture of him. Another woman,
crazy.
Emma, recognized him instantly, and memories from years earlier in 2014 in Richmond, BC came flooding back.
He actually even went to my dad and asked for my hand and made my dad cry, and he's telling my dad how he's going to protect me.
Man.
Emma says Washington also spanked her son, something she never expected from the charming man who...
So, here's another quick thing. If you were looking to get a divorce, and I know there's a lot of rules and restrictions around divorce, and I'm not going to sit here and get into family law.
Right.
But try to ensure that divorce goes through.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that it's one of those weird situations, and I hear it all the time with people where it's like, oh, yeah, we got married, then we got separated, and then the official divorce never goes through. The complications for you to have to go back and get all that paperwork, get each party to sign, all that kind of stuff is going to be more of a headache than if you deal with it then and there.
Right.
So please.
Especially considering the fact that you both hate each other and now you have to work with each other to get this divorce dealt with.
Like I have a buddy that I was talking to actually like recently, and he's going through a divorce, and he's young. He's 30. So it's like he got married at a really early age.
30.
Yeah, he got married at a really early age. I think it was like 22 or 24, something like that. And yeah, they're going through divorce right now, and they're like separated. But I was like, yo, man, like you should look into the divorce papers, or if you have a separation agreement where you guys are married on paper, like ensure you're doing all of that, because like you don't want it. I didn't ask.
That because like if he didn't, then God. Oh.
But I think that like I was just like, man, you gotta. Like, I know it's the headache now, and you probably don't want to deal with all the emotional burden of having to talk to her and get her to sign this and chase her down for all this kind of stuff. But it's like all of this will make your life way easier in the future instead of having it to bring back all these memories and be like, oh, I have to deal with it now. Because like if he tries to go, like if they don't get the divorce and then he tries to go get married somewhere else, they're still married.
Right.
Then he then has to try to chase her down and like get all this other stuff kind of thing. So it's like just deal with it then and there as hard as it can be. You still got to do it, in my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going through divorce.
Yeah.
You guys can't bring it back together. Make sure you get all the paperwork right then and there.
For all of you that are going through that toughy situation that you call divorce, and for the person who's being the difficult one with not signing the papers, you gotta ask yourself.
Crazy.
You gotta ask yourself: do you want to be with someone who makes you unhappy, or would you rather live your life being happy?
Yep.
That's all it is. That's all that is.
Yep.
Why on earth would you want? For those who are, because between you and me, I know someone who has gone through that, and like they are not the couple are not signing divorce papers.
Yeah.
Like they are
Separated.
divorced. They are separated, but one person is not signing the papers. And my thing is, why?
Yeah.
You're separated. You're clearly not happy with one another. Just go through the goddamn divorce.
Like there's like really crazy complications that can happen with divorce where people are like hiding money or like people put you in like a bad situation on purpose and then they're now leaving you.
Secrets.
That kind of stuff. Like there's a lot of bad stuff, but it's like if it's just like a straight up breakup, you guys can't be together. Like maybe there's some animosity on each side or whatever, maybe, but it's like, yo, just literally be like, hey, can we just get this done?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
so
so you can go live your life. Yeah. So you can go live your life. I can go live my life.
Yeah.
Like that's the premise of this kind of stuff. So it's crazy to hear that like these older people are going through this stuff and then still have their marriage licenses. You know what I mean? The lady had to figure out that she's like, oh, we never got officially divorced. We just separated. And then she now tries to go get it done and then figures out he's married to like 5 different people. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to expose the video, but like just stuff like this is just crazy to think about. You know what I mean? Like no one wants to deal with like those tough situations. I get it, but it's like those are the things that will make your life 10 times easier if you just deal with it right then and there. End of story.
Yeah.
Posed to her after only a month.
I just needed him out of the house so that my kids and I were safe again.
Rather than doing the paperwork, she prioritized getting away, leaving her marriage certificate also still valid. Both women were also surprised to find out that court records indicate divorce proceedings involving Jason Washington started in 2013 and never concluded. That's another marriage still on the books. Fast forward to October 2021. Wedding photos posted online show Washington at it again. Another marriage, this time in Buffalo, New York. That's about the same time he was convicted of second-degree manslaughter for speeding while drunk, killing another driver when he crossed the center line. Records show he spent just over 3 years in a U.S. prison. He was released in 2024.
How many times have you been married?
These are women I loved for many, many years.
We reached Jason Washington by phone. He said he had been married 4 times, and it was up to his wife to check the paperwork.
That was
a woman's job.
That was my soon-to-be wife's job to do all that.
How would your soon-to-be wife know about the previous marriages?
I've always been upfront in the 100% of who I've been married to, who I haven't. They all talk to each other, bro. They're women.
As for that manslaughter conviction,
I was convicted of manslaughter because I had a dissociative episode from combat.
And then he just started yelling at
Washington said he bore mental scars from his time in the Marines. We checked American military records that show he was court-martialed for what they listed as bad conduct. Sarah wishes she had known about Washington's multiple marriages, but her marriage license with him was approved without any issue.
Maybe I wouldn't be in this situation with him.
It would have been a big red flag.
It would have been a huge red flag.
American court records show Washington's most recent wife has now applied for and received a divorce.
Throwing it out there.
Sarah and Emma are trying to do the same thing in Canada.
Like that's another crazy aspect about the government, but I take that back. I expect the government to look out for your best interests, but like if the person's already been married somewhere else, there should have been a flag there. There should have been a flag there. So then because The marriage certificate went through without any issues. Like, that's messed up on the government.
Right.
But at the same time, the first red flag was the weekend
I would have
proposal.
Like, let's hold off on that. Let's get to know each other first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's know about your past first, because then that opened up a can of worms.
Crazy.
So aside from him being married currently to 3 other women, dude was in prison.
Yeah.
Dude got kicked out of the Marines for having disassociative issues. He wasn't doing MMA back then because MMA wasn't too big back then. So, you know, he likes to not take accountability for his. He clearly doesn't feel guilty for what he did.
Yeah, this guy's a legit piece of shit.
He's not a good human being, this one.
The misogyny on the call was hilarious. That guy's like, they're all women, bro.
They all talk, to each other, brother. And that's a woman's job, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
I had disassociated episodes, you piece of shit. He starts yelling at the guy. Crazy, man. So for all the kids listening, don't turn out to be like this guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If you're going to enter a relationship, or if you're going to if you want to marry someone, do it with the one who you truly feel you want to spend the rest of your life with. Because that's what marriage is.
Yeah. This is my...
sickness and in health, till death do you... It says it in the title. Yeah. Till death do you part. Yeah.
This is today my some people's kids is this dude.
It's a pretty valid one, I feel.
But all right.
Reminds me of a story I heard during a divorce hearing. They were going through everything, like going through the properties that they wanted to keep, and everything was going fine and dandy, but it came down to a toaster, and they argued over who wants to order the toaster, and that took hours.
Crazy.
Everything else was fine, smooth sailing. It would have been done all because of the pettiness, because they hate each other. It all came down to a toaster. Goes to show you, folks. Listen, I highly doubt you're gonna know who you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. It's just not possible to know that for a fact, because circumstances can change at a whim's notice. That's why with marriage, you gotta take a risk. You gotta know, if you feel in your gut that this is the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, go ahead, do it. But at the same time, folks, don't let these stories, hold you back from finding the one you love.
Well said.
My thing is, take the time to know the person.
Yeah.
Is all I gotta say. Don't marry a person after a week.
Yeah.
I have half of my mind to put the lady in the first part. Don't put it in some people's kids, because she made a dumbass decision to say yes. Because he asked. If you had said no, then you probably wouldn't have been in this video, would you? Oh. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I don't know about him. Some people's kids are a lady.
Crazy.
Shame on you. A week.
Crazy.
A week. Oh.
Absolutely crazy. So I want to say something that I've gotten good advice about relationships over my years, and I've been in long relationships. I haven't been in many relationships. I'd say I've been in very long ones, but I would say there's only certain instances in relationships where you sort of know how you can work with people, how you guys come up with solutions. If there's like hiccups in your relationship, how do you deal with them? You have to go through these things in a relationship before you can trust them fully. Absolutely. Or get to that point where you are going to spend the rest of your life with them. Like, from her perspective, he's like this big, strong man that's going to be a good dad to my kid, and like all that kind of stuff. I can understand the insecurities about your own life. You're a single mom, whatever it may be. You're looking for someone to help raise your child, because that's got to be hard in itself. Sure. But in this case, there's a lot of things in relationships that you have to go through with that other person before you dedicate anything, outside of the time that you spend on a date or something like that. So just crazy, man. Like,
adding on to your
just
point,
crazy.
Just like the sunshines and rainbows and the nice pictures on Instagram are all nice and all, but it's how you go over the bad stuff.
Yeah.
That makes the relationship work. Not even work, but stronger even.
Yeah. Yeah. It will dictate exactly who you are in the relationship, who they are in the relationship, how they deal with problems. Will give you tremendous view on how how to adapt,
Yeah.
but also just how that person deals with problems, man. Like, that's a big thing. Like, this guy, we can clearly see that he just kills people. You know, like, or he just fights. Yeah, you know what I mean? Combat ready. Like, that's just who this dude is.
Accountability of his actions, avoids all the problems by just marrying someone else instead.
Yeah, so don't ever marry someone without
really getting to know them
going through that.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Vegas. Unless you're in Vegas and you're just getting drunk as hell. You know what I mean? Then you just do whatever you want, man.
Let's not do. Okay.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
What if they went to Niagara Falls for this shit? What are you doing?
Crazy.
Because I think Niagara Falls, you can do that too, no?
I don't know.
Niagara Falls known for that as well?
I don't know. I hope so. That'd be hot.
That's gross. You're disgusting.
It would be hot.
Ugh.
Right in my own backyard.
We're going back to the show now.
All right.
And we're going to discuss what's going on in the world.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
Young world.
We'll be back.
Singing, my Lord, kumbaya. All right. I have another Some People's Kids, but it's a corporate entity.
Is it Facebook?
No.
Okay.
Well, they've been Some People's Kids, but it's recent news, and I think we all know where I'm referring to the telecommunications company we all know.
Oh, yeah.
Rogers.
Yeah, fuck Rogers.
Oh, my
Don't cut my internet right now, though. We need
this
it.
This guy's exposing your... Why on earth would you tell them that? You gave them an advantage now, damn it.
Don't cut my internet. I'm still paying my bills.
Jeez.
But fuck you.
So, for those who have missed it, Rogers has announced that they have fired roughly 25,000 of their employees.
Yeah, crazy, man.
And now, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I believe it's alleged that is due to AI implications. They're implementing new AI structures where they don't need that many employees. But at the same time, 25,000 employees.
I think that's like, I think it was like 30 to 50% of their workforce or something like that.
I believe they said it's roughly 50.
Which is absolutely nuts.
Oh.
50% of your workforce.
Yes.
You're cutting.
Yes.
Like
how do you decide?
Fucking massive, man. That is nuts. I think that's like the biggest layoff I've heard in a long time.
25,000. Now, Ryan, how do you decide who goes, who stays, and also, look, I was discussing with a few friends. I was discussing with coworkers even. And now they did say that all of these employees will get their packages,
severance package,
their severance packages and whatnot. But I want to be clear. I don't think a lot of them are going to be the ones that get like a year or 2 years of severance. It's probably not a lot of them.
It's actual bullshit.
Yeah,
this story,
it's
like
insane.
it's when I think Carlos posted in our group chat, I was like freaking out because it's crazy how the Canadian government has just allowed these like duopolies or like monopoly companies, Bell, Telus, Rogers, the big three, to them to hold the like literally the balls in Canada in terms of data, internet, cable. You can't really go elsewhere. There's like freedom, but it's such a very small shot of the pie.
But mind you, they're probably going to get bought up.
Yeah, like
even if you're a small company, you're probably going to get bought up. By
Shaw got bought out.
Yes.
You know, there's a couple like Quebecor owns Freedom, and there's obviously some other small ones. Yeah. But for the majority of the part, I think like I read that 94% of like all telecoms is just Bell, Telus, and Rogers. 100%. So it's like the government allowed these three companies to pretty much own the monopoly on this wireless data or these services within Canada. And then one of the monopolies that employs 25,000 Canadians, probably. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they're Canadians. You know what I mean? They haven't moved over the the operations over to like India or like Costa Rica or something like that, because that's been happening a lot.
Right.
But it's like if there's 25,000 Canadians that are being let go, then like that's extremely fucked up.
That's insane.
Like taking jobs away from Canadians, pushing it to outseas, letting this monopoly do that to the Canadian like economy is absolutely fucking nuts.
Because I mean, who are they gonna go to for work now? Because with all that,
Yeah.
if they have years of experience working for Rogers, who do they go to for that?
Like there's only so many
Bell and
telecoms.
Telus they're definitely not hiring that many people.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bell and Telus do the exact same thing. Like from my understanding, Telus is trying to implement an AI on their end, and I think it's only a matter of time that Bell does it too. So it's kind of like all of these, like there's this huge major AI push that's been going on in like the world pretty much. You know, everyone's kind of feeling it, but it's like now that it's affecting people's daily lives, like, okay, a severance package is great, but at the same time, like, what are these people going to do? Like a severance package is only there to buy you time to get you to your next job. It's not supposed to like let you last the rest of your life. And even if these people get 2-year severance packages, they still have to figure something out afterwards. It's like, yeah, some of them might be close to retirement. Great for them. You know, they can like buy out themselves until retirement and then eventually retire, take CPP, take old age or whatever it may be. But for the individuals that are still within their working prime, what are they going to do?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like they know that the market's shitty.
Who do they go to when the monopoly is only the
Literally,
big three?
it is crazy, man. And if like Bell and Telus are doing the exact same thing, then the government has to step in some
100%.
sense. Like
I'm glad
it's crazy.
At one point, Rogers was going to buy Freedom.
Yeah.
And then I'm glad someone stepped in and were like, yeah, no, that can't happen.
Yeah, can't happen.
Yeah, because
like,
at the same time, why couldn't someone step in and be like, hey, look, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
25,000 people. It's a lot of people
like
out of jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, what were they gonna do? I've never.
Yeah.
Listen, we've talked about the whole Amazon layoff shit, which was insane. But like the fact that this is so close, this is literally in home. And dude, what are we doing? Like, what are these? What the hell is going on?
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I'm like 25,000 people.
Yeah, so it's like definitely. I don't even know from like a government like legislative perspective. Like Carney needs to come in and like do something. Whether you punish Rogers for whatever it is, or we create legislation to allow more competition in the space, so that creates more Canadian jobs, creates more like. The whole like recent I don't know if we talked about it on the show, but like with Freedom's $40 plan for 250 gigs that happened over the last month, that I'm pretty sure Rogers, Bell, and Telus all had representatives come out and then state like that plan killed us because the amount of competition and the amount of customers that happen to leave us to go to Freedom, and it's like. That's the great part about, you know, free sort of economy. And like, obviously, I'm not a huge fan of capitalism, and we all kind of know that. But it's like, this is what allows competition in the space, allowing Rogers to have this monopoly where you're charging people up the ass for data and wireless and whatever like that. And then you have the balls to lay off 25K of the people within your economy that you're charging up the ass to. Yeah. Like, that is just an absolute fucking nuts
it's not like you're losing the money. It's not like you don't have the money to pay these people.
No.
You're one of the. You are proud. I think Rogers is the company when it comes to telecommunications.
I'm pretty sure that Rogers put out their first quarter results as well as their quarter 4 results of last year, and they made more money than they've. It's not as if they were losing money. It's like they're just. I think the goal of this was to cut spending, but it wasn't cutting spending because we're losing revenue. It's cutting spending so that we can keep more revenue.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like. This is the aspects of like capitalism, and this is the aspects of like letting these monopolies just do what the fuck they want. This is the downfall to society. It's like,
it's disgusting. It literally is because look at what you're doing to your own people.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about, man.
It's disgusting. Like, I mean,
crazy.
Like, what? Yeah. What times are we living in right now?
Yeah. So hoping that the government sort of steps in some sort of sense, creates either more competition to allow other people within the space. And like, I'm not even saying like let Elon Musk come in and do like a Starlink like thing. I don't even know what that looks like, but allow other companies to come in so they can create Canadian jobs.
I think we need more. I think that's
or whatever it may be.
We need more competition because it's getting disgusting.
It's messed up.
It's gross. Like even cable TV is getting expensive as hell. And it's those big three that own it.
Yeah. It's
and now it's to the point like you do it. You know what, man?
Yeah. we've gotten to like this era, and I don't want to get too deep into this because we could probably have a whole episode just on this, but the model of like subscription based, the model of not owning anything anymore, is very, very apparent. And companies like Bell, like TELUS, like Rogers are all kind of all taking this space. It's like, if we can just get people to pay a monthly bill and never own anything to their name, like that's a win for us. You know what I mean? And that's the issue. Like it's a major push towards all these companies so that people never own anything themselves, but are still willing to fork over the $10 to $20 to $30 a month to gain access to something that they should technically own from that perspective. And obviously it's very generic, but just crazy, man. Like it's just crazy to think about how AI's, if it is the AI aspect of it, then how AI is just transitioning the way that human beings live and like what's happening now. Like I've seen a lot of video essays that are kind of picking and choosing, like determining that like these next 2 years are going to be the shift in like human, like sort of movements and like the way that we run as human beings. Like there was the factory boom, what it was called. What's that thing called? They're in like the 1920s. It's when they started making factories. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the economic change in the world. I forget, there's an actual term for it, but it's pretty much just like when human beings created factories so that we can produce things very quickly. Like there was that aspect, and that changed the world because we could produce things way faster than we were doing before that boom. And it's like now that AI is coming into place, AI will probably never replace certain aspects about the world, but it's going to replace the way that the world works.
The Roaring 20s? Is that what you mean? Because I know, well, I mean, Roaring 20s is, I mean,
it's
economic boom.
It's just like a term when like we started gaining all these factories, like how when human beings first created like the very first factory to be able to create things very quickly. There's a term for it. No.
Damn.
There's like a term for it. Industrial Revolution. Sorry.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So the Industrial Revolution.
Yes,
so as soon as human beings created a quick way to create like goods and services or whatever it may be, that changed the way that human beings lived from that point on. Like people weren't doing things all by hand. You know, they were doing it like very, very slowly. But like as soon as you can create like 10 chairs versus 100 chairs over the day, you know what I mean? Like that just created the way that human beings now are. And then AI is going to change that to where it is, you know, in the next couple of years. So it's kind of like, it's going to be very interesting to see like what 2030 looks like, to see how AI sort of changes like the way that we are.
The founders of YouTube, they warned they just sent out a tweet and they were like warning people, hey, AI is going to take away a lot of jobs.
Yeah. Bill Gates said that a couple of months ago. He said that 50% of the jobs are going to be useless. As soon as AI will definitely not be able to like do everything, but it will do a lot of things.
Right.
If that's the way we look at it. But just crazy, man. But speaking of that, funny enough, I was actually reading this story today about Facebook, and Facebook has had this partnership with this company out of Kenya called Sama.
Okay.
So it's an AI company out of Kenya called Sama.
Impressive.
Right?
Yeah.
So what Facebook and Sama were doing is that Facebook was using Sama to try to help build like AI logic and AI knowledge. And the way that a lot of AI works now is that we have to feed it knowledge so that it learns from there, right? So like, for example, you know, you can type in the word like banana, and then you give AI a bunch of pictures of banana, and then eventually AI will then realize, okay, banana is connected to all of these pictures, and this is what a banana looks like. That's the way that like AI works. It's a learning machine that learns from when you intakes knowledge. Okay. So Sama is this AI company.
Yeah.
So Facebook decides to give these meta glasses to a bunch of the Sama individuals so that they can use it to then like look at documents, like research stuff, and then the meta glasses will then record all of it, use that data, and then feed it into an AI, so like a learning machine, so that it can gain better knowledge of the whatever Facebook was trying to get out of it. So guess what Sama does with all these Meta glasses. So all of the employees at Sama get these Meta glasses. Facebook gets a lot of the recordings back from the Meta glasses because it's recording stuff.
Yes.
There's people having sex. There's people going to the washroom. There's people looking at porn. All this kind of stuff with these Meta glasses at Sama. And then Facebook announces that they cut their ties with Sama after that because of the stuff that they saw that the Sama employees were doing with the Meta glasses. Can you believe that story? And supposedly it's not a lot. It's not everywhere on the internet because I think Facebook's trying to keep it like on the low or whatever it is. But just very, very funny. So I thought that was great. So I was thinking about Meta glasses, and I'm like, oh yeah, you can literally record yourself doing the most disgusting ass shit, getting degraded.
Okay. All right.
Getting absolutely degraded.
Okay.
And then feed it into the Facebook AI, man.
Okay. My thing is,
so good.
I'm African, so this kind of is close to home to me. But my thing is, you're an AI company, so you're well aware of what's up to date in technology. So you definitely know what Meta glasses are, and you definitely know that they record everything. Yeah. So my thing is,
take your glasses off.
Yeah, take your goddamn. But you know what? Considering the fact that they're an AI company, they're very much aware of what Meta glasses do. They 100% knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah,
like. They are just like maybe it's like a beef thing with I don't know.
I don't know, man.
My thing is you're an AI company in Kenya. You could have used this to grow even further, but why didn't you? The fact that you'd rather freaking do what you're asked to do by one of the biggest companies on the planet versus recording yourself clapping cheeks and sending it off to Facebook for review is insane to me. I don't get it.
That is so good, man.
Own, but hey, shout out to Kenya.
Yeah, shout out to Kenya, man.
You know, they're like, no, you know what?
I'm recording this tonight.
I'll record your documents, but there's gonna be some stuff you're gonna see that's gonna make it hard to smile in the future. If you see what I'm saying.
It's just crazy.
That is unreal.
Unreal story.
Wow. That could have been $1 billion in their pocket right there. And instead they decided to, hey.
Maybe it's a difference in cultural thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe Kenya's very sex positive.
I'm just saying if Sama started here, they definitely would be a lot more careful with it.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, hey, shout out to Kenya, man. Y'all clearly know how to have fun. Y'all are good sports, so I don't know.
So, it got me down the rabbit hole of thinking about how cameras are just everywhere now.
Everywhere.
Ring cameras, Teslas, all the other new stuff. Like I was talking to a buddy of mine that recently got a new dash cam. And the dash cam runs 24/7, regardless if your car's on.
Even if it's off.
And then I don't know if it puts it on a memory card, but it gets uploaded, and then you can keep the last 24 hours or something like that.
Like cloud storage. But
it's just that aspect is crazy because there's cameras where there were never cameras before, and I'm not talking about CCTV like they have in Europe and stuff like that. I'm just talking about cameras in general are just everywhere now. Anything can be recorded at any point in time, and all this stuff is accessible. Accessible.
Absolutely.
Supposedly, Tesla has tons of videos of just people doing regular stuff from their Tesla. You know what I mean? Whether it's gardening outside or, they're doing their laundry or something like that, just from the car being on or the camera being on while the person maybe had the door open of their house or whatever it may be. Just aspects of that is absolutely mad, man.
It goes back to we were discussing a few weeks ago how the new generation, they essentially have to be perfect now because there's cameras literally everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah.
They can't make a single mistake. One... if something gets taken out of context, if someone sees a video about that, boom, they get attacked simply because of, oh, wait, no, that's not what I meant. No, you said this, so I'm going to insinuate you meant this, and then that's it. So, it sucks growing up in this generation because you have to be perfect.
Yeah. It's wild,
because cameras, literally every single camera, Big Brother is watching.
Like,
Big Brother is watching.
I can understand meta glasses from like, and we have a buddy that wants a pair, and like I wouldn't probably either get one either, but I know Oakley's has like their version of meta glasses. I know Ray-Bans has like the official version of it, but I know Oakley's does like the extreme sport version of it. So like you can like record yourself like jumping from a cliff or like skydiving and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you're not having to hold a camera, which I think is cool. Like I think it'd be really cool. Like I like the bike. It'd be cool like being able to kind of video stuff on bikes. But then at the same time, I'm kind of like, man, does everything need to be recorded now? Does everything have to be documented? No, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like I think that's the lack of like humanity that we've gotten to the point now where I was talking about social media earlier. It's just crazy to think that everything now is recorded or can be recorded at any point in time
not
now.
Not even like social media. Like I even think like if you even go to concerts and you see all these cell phones out, like are these people even enjoying the show?
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you 90% of people that are recording these videos, they don't even look back at the videos.
I saw like a snippet on, like I'm a big Mozilla Firefox user, and every time you open Mozilla, if you don't have a homepage, they have their own little homepage with a bunch of different news articles there. Yeah. And one of the headlines I read was like Sabrina Carpenter and Madonna was at Coachella, and like there was more phones of people recording it than people dancing to the music kind of thing. So it's kind of like there's so much more people trying to record that moment or like try to savor that moment. Yeah. I wouldn't say savor, but like save that moment as opposed to enjoying the moment and to save that moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a crazy thing how like we've gotten to this point where it's we're more worried about recording the time than it for I don't know if it reminds us.
They're more worried about giving notice to the world that
that too,
that they were there versus actually enjoying the moment. And it's like I don't know if I was a big time artist, I would 100% invoke a cell phone policy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if you're not happy with the fact that I'm invoking this policy, get the fuck out of my concert.
Like I know when Carlos and I went to Dave Chappelle's stand-up in Montreal one year, they had a cell phone ban.
And I was gladly
where you had to put it in a bag.
Happy to do it.
You know, like this and that. And I'm like, love it. Yeah, like I love this aspect. You know what I mean? And I think that's.
Because I guarantee you, if there was a cell phone policy, they would not have laughed.
Yeah.
100%.
It's funny, man. I think that. Like I always make this joke with our marketing director, and she's like, "Well, why don't you take a pic?" I'm like, "Oh, it's all up here." And obviously, I forget all the time. But it's kind of like I would rather try to remember that kind of stuff than be taking pictures all the time.
But you remember, but at least you can go back and remember how funny or like how much you enjoyed that moment.
How much I had a good time.
That's what's meaningful. Yeah. Because like if you look back at the video, it's cool, but it's like, let me move on with my life. Because there's always going to be another concert. Like these people that are going to concerts and going to shows and whatnot, they're never going to look back at those videos. Yeah. They're just going to look at it and then be like, okay, what's the next concert?
So what was your favorite memory that you can think of at like some sort of entertainment venue or some sort of concert where you didn't have a cell phone out, like recording the time? Can you think of one? Because I can think of one.
Where I didn't at all record?
No, like you recorded, like but at that point in time, you weren't recording, but you're like, yo, this is really cool, or really, I'm enjoying my time here.
I mean, my earliest was probably Big Sean, where there were not too like because cell phone recording wasn't too
much.
Like there was like maybe a few here and there that like recorded, but it wasn't as dominant as it was now. Like I think. Considering it was my very first concert and I was a big Sean fan back then, that was really cool.
Yeah, it's a cool
That
moment.
is like people. I was in a crowd where people genuinely were excited about Big Sean being there versus recording, saying, "Hey, I'm here. I paid a lot of money, but I'm here, and I get to show off to my followers that I'm here." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think like. Exactly, like in our early days, I remember Carlos and I and a few other of us went to a Wale concert, and I don't remember anybody having a cell phone. Like I think we were 19 at the time. I don't even remember I probably had a flip phone at the time. You know what I mean, or a BlackBerry or something like that. I'm not pulling out my BlackBerry to record Wale. You know what I mean? I didn't even think about it at the time. So it's kind of like those are the really cool aspects. But I was gonna say one of my favorite memories that actually happened within the last couple of years was at the Kendrick concert, where I don't think I pulled my phone out once that whole concert, but I remember being in the bathroom taking a piss, and I'm like, this is the... And then he starts playing the only song that I really know from Kendrick while I'm in the bathroom taking a piss. And I remember like, yep, this would happen. You know what I mean? There's no one else in the bathroom other than me, but I'm like, I'm just going to go to the bathroom because I don't even really know any of these guys' music.
And the one
song I came on that I was like, I actually know the lyrics to this song, I'm in the bathroom. And I'm like... Yeah, but then I remember smiling and being like, "That would happen."
In typical,
you know what I mean? And yeah, like so good. And that was like the one time I remember not ever thinking about my phone, just enjoying my time at a concert without any sort of pieces of technology. That was genuinely hilarious.
Oh my God!
But Carlos and I were also talking before the show, and for the Lupe Fiasco fans. He's going to be at the CNE August 21st. Get your tickets. The blank will be there.
Me and Ryan will be there.
The blank will be there. But yeah, I hope I don't record anything that night.
I don't think you will.
Yeah.
I think
I haven't recorded something in a long time.
I think if my hope is Lupe notices how into the concert we are, he'll
take his shirt off?
No, well, okay, Ryan, that's a thing you're going to have to deal with on your own. I'm hoping that he'll give us a picture with him after
that would be crazy.
If I could take a picture with Lupe, I think that will make my year.
That would be insane.
Imagine
insane.
The guy that we listened to in grade 8.
Yep.
And we finally get to meet him in person, and we take a picture with him. That would be...
You didn't go to the Rock the Bells concert? That's the only other concert I know he did in Toronto. I think he... Oh, no, he did one when we were first in high school. And I remember the tickets were only $50, and I think that's when, like, either The Cool or Lasers was out.
It's probably cool.
And then he did Rock the Bells at York University with Nas and Lauryn Hill.
Yes.
And then... He never came, and then he came and did the halftime show.
That's it, and that's about it.
And that was it.
I can't recall too many concerts.
Like in the years that he's been in our existence, he's only been in Toronto 3 times. So now that this is his 4th time,
and like we are within grasp,
he's almost there.
We're right there.
I'm going to see the best rapper of all time.
Okay, well that's up for
you know what I mean. And I won't be in the bathroom this time.
Yeah, let's hope that. Well, it's okay to miss one song, you know, so long as you don't see the.
Oh, definitely not. I'm peeing in my pants.
Oh my God, in heaven, imagine.
Bring it,
Yo, the coolest. What the?
What the fuck? You pee your pants? I just don't want to miss it, man. I don't know you're gonna be in Toronto again, man.
This will never happen again.
Yeah, it's never happen again, man. You know what I mean? I could get new pants. You're never gonna be here again.
Just perform the song, bro.
Yeah. This guy.
Right,
crazy.
I don't know, man. I mean, just
crazy, man. Just crazy.
All right, Raptors.
Yeah.
Raptors.
Yeah.
We're 2-3 now.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2-3 Cleveland now.
Yeah. It's rough. It's good to see that the boys made it. I'm extremely proud of the team, regardless of what happens. You know, we definitely shouldn't have been here with our young team.
We can come back.
But yeah, we can still come back. We've never come back in our history.
I didn't watch the last game, but I heard it was a thriller.
The Raptors have never won being down 3-2 ever in history.
So,
and we've never beaten Cleveland in their house ever in the playoffs.
Oh, damn.
Yesterday was our first chance to do it, and we were up by like 11 at one point in time, and we couldn't do it.
Next game is here?
Yep, and then back in Cleveland if we... So
it's not looking good, Rev.
No, it's not.
So,
but we'll see.
But who knows? Maybe history has changed, and maybe they're gonna find the secret juice like they did in Space Jam.
Only the good stuff. Is that what he says?
What is it? What, the bottle in Space Jam?
Yeah, it says Michael's favorite or Michael's. No, is it
secret stuff?
The secret stuff?
Something like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know where I got that from then.
It's probably because you're excited about the Lupe concert.
Probably.
You only want the good stuff.
Probably.
Perform the good stuff. I'm like, the what?
Probably. But yeah.
Okay. I should have gotten to this because of the AI shit. Are you familiar with the Tumbler Ridge incident?
Yes.
The school shooter?
Yes, I am.
So basically, in a nutshell, school shooter in Tumbler Ridge. The school shooter used OpenAI to assist with their with the school shooting.
Oh yes. I remember this.
And now the families of the Tumbler Ridge victims are now planning to sue OpenAI.
Wow.
For $1 billion.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's not a good look when it was evident that OpenAI was used.
No, definitely not.
And apparently it did assist.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a good look.
No, not at all.
It's not a good look at all.
We're like, it's such a tough conversation because, like, you know what I mean? Like, we got to sit there and we could try to blame guns and we can try to blame, like, stricter, laws or can we blame the government for the lack of boys' mental health? Like, there's a lot of, like, asset or avenues and revenue or, like, ways that we can go about this. But it's like, OpenAI, we're such in an early stage, and I do agree that like AI should flag shit like that.
Absolutely.
Eventually, you know what I mean? But it's like these are the things that happen to get there, to get legislation to be changed, for it to happen. It's like, yeah, we're hoping that human beings are smart enough to recognize this stuff before it happens, but it doesn't happen like that. Human beings are very reactive. We have to wait for things to happen before we change anything. That's just the way that it is. So it's kind of like, I'm not trying to knock these people by suing. Sue freaking, is it Sam Altman or whoever the guy?
Sam Altman, that's his name.
Like, sue OpenAI, see what happens, whatever helps the process for you, because it's an absolutely terrible situation. And yes, we should be trying to flag these things. The government should be notified. The police should be notified when these things happen. But it's like, these are the things that human beings have to go through to learn from the mistakes of our, of us. Unfortunately, we're not that smart, man. Like, we're not.
Apparently, it goes to show you.
We can go to the moon and shit, but we can't. You know what I mean?
Figure out that, like, hey, maybe we shouldn't. Give advice on how to commit school.
Telling you, man.
If
AI becomes like literally the destruction of like modern society, we're just like,
tons of movies.
We should have figured this thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Movies, like government officials,
books, and telling you,
freaking
this isn't a good idea.
Some of the smartest people in the world, like who did you say a second ago? That's
Sam Altman?
No, the person that said like, AI is gonna be
the co-founder.
YouTube. The co-founder of YouTube, and then like Bill Gates, Bill Gates done some sketchy ass shit with the Epstein stuff, but like, he's still one of the smartest guys out there. You know what I mean?
He found the dude. He's the guy. He's the reason why you're working in an office.
So it's just one of those things, man. Like, we just don't learn from our mistakes. As much as we humans think that we're like these ultimate beings. We're not. You know what I mean? And I think that's the funny aspect about this, where it's like, unfortunately, a tragedy happened, and hopefully we become better from it. That's all I can really say about that.
Like, goes to show you that it sucked it had to happen in the first place. But at the same time, it's like, you couldn't have prevented it.
Like, we should have.
I mean, it's clearly. I mean, I would have been like, hey, maybe we should have some parameters where, like, but hey, what do I know? I'm just an idiot that just works 9 to 5. But hey. All right. Well, that has been this week's show. It's good to be back.
Definitely.
Tune in to next week, where hopefully tickets will be purchased for. Do you even know when they go on sale?
They're already on sale.
Okay. Well,
they went on sale today.
Okay. Well, let's get on that.
Yes.
But that said, tune in next week where we got more ish, because the world's in a shitty place and there's gonna be a lot to talk about. But thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube's. Listen on wherever podcasts are available, and also Spotify. That being said, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
Tis the Blank with Carlos and Ryan. Fill it in, y'all.
Fill it
in. Thanks for joining us, and peace and love, y'all.
Peace, everybody.
Bye.
Love y'all.